We're joined by Irina Zuckerman, National Security and Foreign Policy Analyst. Thank you for being with us, Irina. So first, let's talk about the cover, because it has got a lot of attention online. Do you agree? Can you see why people think that that plays on tropes about Arabs?
Absolutely. It's a direct comparison to terrorists, to suicide bombers, and it's quite ironic because the Crown Prince has been at the height of reforms. He has fought back against extremism, and he has in many ways modernized the country and has taken on a very open approach to the outside world. So this use of a cover implying terrorism with respect to him is not only bigoted in general, but completely inappropriate to his image specifically.
Right, and at the same time, everything, it seems that Saudi Arabia is criticised these days. Everything from the NEOM project, that's the 2030 project, to Saudi Arabia's hosting of any kind of sports event, does get a lot of criticism in the Western press, particularly in the American media. Would you say Riyadh is being singled out?
Absolutely, and we have seen the same thing actually happening previously with Israel. Now Saudi Arabia has taken that role, and ironically, the more it modernizes, the more it invites economic coordination with Western countries, the more it is open to the outside world, the more it gets attacked and criticized, even for projects that are completely domestic, internal, have no bearing on anyone else, and provide economic opportunities for others.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because on the very same day, there's a report about Iran, which is literally threatening to destroy New York City with a nuclear bomb. And you can't really imagine that kind of cover talking about Iran at the moment.
No, we have not seen any tough criticism of Iran, much less any sort of bigoted drawings of Iranian leadership, nor of, quite frankly, genocidal states such as China, nor of Russia, which is engaged in a destructive, invasive war in Ukraine at this moment. It is quite telling that the media chooses to pick on the one leader who is actually moving away from aggression, who has taken Saudi Arabia in the direction of peace, of regional coordination with its allies, with greater outreach to the outside world, and modernity and away from extremism.
And of course, this all gained a lot of traction following the visit to Saudi Arabia by the US President Joe Biden earlier this month. How do you think he handled that visit? Because he did have a fine line to tread, didn't he? He needed something from the Saudis, but at the same time, he needed to appease a certain audience back home.
I think the visit was disastrous. The big takeaway from the visit, unfortunately, was his clash with the Saudis over the discussion of Jamal Khashoggi, a topic that should have been put to rest a long time ago. United States promised a full reset. This visit showed anything but, and of course, he did not get much out of them either for practical reasons as well as due to the undiplomatic nature of the visit. Unfortunately, this visit was seen as nothing more as a publicity stunt before the midterm elections and a distraction from domestic problems, not as a genuine gesture of outreach to Saudi Arabia, and certainly not as an effort to fully restore relations. Had Biden been interested in any sort of restoration, he would have followed any criticism with an outreach gesture, such as inviting the Crown Prince to the United States.
And do you see that happening anytime soon?
No, unfortunately, I do not. I think Saudi Arabia continues making strides. The Crown Prince just visited Greece and France, and those visits appear to be very cordial. Not sure that they were paradigm shifting in any practical sense, but clearly the country is not seeing itself as being isolated. And I think Biden's politics hurt the United States the most in this regard.
Irina Zuckerman, great to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.